Hi, everybody. How's it going, folks? Thanks for joining us again today here. Cinco Play. Thanks for the arithmetician. That's pretty darn great. And what's going on? Damn native. What's happening? You know, I pronounced it very carefully. Native, thanks for the Black Mage redemption as well. How are you folks doing? And John over on YouTube is always keeping our YouTube warm. Thanks for being here today, folks. John, you said you started EarthBound Beginnings, but this time on GBA with the English patch. Big difference between GBA and SNES versions. So what are some of those big differences? Because I'm down to hear about it. I've not played it. Once again, this is my first time getting this far into EarthBound Beginnings at all. I'm really grateful for this mod. Glad that it exists. Mod hack patch, I'm not sure what the technical terminology is for that, but I like playing video games. That's about it. So I hope you're doing well. We're going to ease into this all over again, and should be good times. Okay. Well, let's see. What did we last do? I got a thing to warp to Magicant. I got a friendship ring. What does this do again? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Nobody knows for sure. I think what we'll do is actually go south and try to find a certain factory that I hear is quite infamous. And we'll see if that'll be what we need to do next. I think it's down through here, but not quite exactly sure. This looks not familiar, so it could be this way. Oh yeah, now we'll see if you can put up with these insta kills here. That's a lot safer. 1 damage. Oh yeah. Friendship ring does nothing. Does nothing the whole thing? Did you look it up? Random encounters, easier to navigate around, still vague about where to go next. Oh yeah, somebody had mentioned that the original Mother had random encounters, so there's that. Aegis, congrats on the 20 stream streak. My goodness. The big 2-0. Congrats. Thanks for being here today. Yeah, we're just going to keep going this direction here and see what we can see. Aegis, have you played Mother at all? Familiar with EarthBound Beginnings? Oh no, it's the irregular bear. Definitely taking far less damage than we were last time we came through here. You know what? We should play it a little safer than we have been playing it. There you go. Nope, never played a single game in the series. Oh really? Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I assumed that you had played you know, EarthBound at least. I got a game to recommend you. I had to look up in a secret guide on GameFAQs. Cool. Did you corroborate? Out of curiosity, did you corroborate that information with another guide? Because sometimes I've seen guides disagree with each other. Let's toss the mouthwash. And we got ourselves a little teddy bear. Okay, it looks like there's a factory down there. I just had to double check that there's nothing here. Sweet little factory. Now, this is not the fireworks factory that I've heard so much about from Cinco Play. So, but it is a factory, so we'll check it out. It seems very factory-like in here. Let's check the door. Hold up. A magic herb. He's got too much stuff already. Okay. That's alright. We can fight these. I do like that you get to see them on the battlefield. I mean, on the overworld, rather. Hit my teddy bear. Whoa. Big damage. Teddy bear is not going to last that long. As I was saying. Teddy bear is fluff. What's up, Dayoxer? How are you? Happy Aloha Friday to all of you. It is Friday, isn't it? Super confused. Now that it's summertime, super confused as to what day it is. It is Friday. Happy Aloha Friday to all of you. I hope it's a good one. Hope it's the best darn Aloha Friday that you've ever had. It was a lot of Emmys. I panicked. I did. I panicked briefly. There we go. I like to do that now and then. Oh, this is a factory, but not the factory. I remember that you mentioned Clumsy Bomber. I remember that you mentioned it was a fireworks factory, which I think they said was north of Marysville. So I had hoped that this was not the factory, so we'll have to see. If it's not Friday, I'll be sad. Oh boy. Shweddy! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Must have been a beautiful baby. Must have been a super plush because he took some damage. Way more than 100. John is all factoids today, John. You doing okay, man? You're doing it. You okay, bubby? Let's see. What was in here? A butter knife. I could use a butter knife. Let's use this magic herb is 50 HP. Sure. Why not? Oh, they said 50. What the heck? Butter knife is for cutting butter. Well, let's see what it does. Teddy can equip this weapon. He can master the mighty butter. You know what? That's a little weird that there's a teddy bear and a character named Teddy. I'm a little confused at that. Yes, flee for your lives, you tiny rats. We got all kinds of doors here. Check the doors. Oh, you think you use some magic herb? Well, hey, whatever floats your boat, you know? Thanks for joining us, Native. Infinite Metal. Hey, thanks for popping in. I feel like it's been a cool minute that we've seen each other. Hopefully you've been doing well. Well, you were here when I was playing Uncharted Waters, though, so been around. Fireworks Factory might be the second worst RPG dungeon in an otherwise excellent game. First being the Great Crystal of Giruvegan. You know what? I was thinking of that one. I was also thinking of the Crystal Tower at the end of Final Fantasy III, but I don't think Final Fantasy III is actually a great or excellent game. Certainly not. But yeah, not a fan of the Crystal Tower, you could say. You were. I did remember now. Maybe I just don't get enough Infinite Metal, you know? Like every time you're absent, I'm like, why is Infinite Metal not in my life? And then here you are. You just strolled on in. You already got the silver sword in storage. Is Teddy's second strongest? So we do, and I remember you told me that yesterday. But you're going to have to keep some of the factoids in your pocket, John. This is my first playthrough. And no hand-holding, please. Right, you got to let me figure some things out. I know it's a hassle watching somebody fumble around with all this stuff. But I'll figure it out, I swear. I like how he used a ruler. Just so he could figure out the length of things easily. You know what? So not the song that I think of for when I hear Mother. Oh, shoot. No! Saved my life right there. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. That was a lot of psi damage right there. No, you fool! There you go. He's busted into a bunch of pieces. Wacy! Now there's somebody I haven't seen for a long time. How you doing, Wacy? I was thinking about you just the other day. I was like, you know what? Wacy. I haven't seen her around. How you doing? How's things? Infinity from Breath of Fire 2 is the worst RPG dungeon ever. Infinity's pretty bad. I don't know. I think the Crystal Tower edges that one out for me. Infinity at least has like a town in it. I like that. And it has great music too. That goes a long way as far as dungeons go. This is a great community question though. What's the worst dungeon you can think of? The worst dungeon you can think of. What does this do? Here, sports drink. Gives you a blast of nourishment. Drink this, recover 80. Oh, that's great. What was the magic pudding again? This is like 40 pp. Yeah. Alright, magic herb. You're just going to have to stay there. Have I considered streaming 24/7 in your room? I have considered being in your room 24/7. Never mind streaming. I'll cut out the middleman. Howdy, what's up, James? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Rope, we don't need that. Stupid rope. I'm glad you're here, James. Thanks for joining us. Jimmy, you ever go by Jimmy? How about Jim Bob? You ever go by Jim Bob? These are the questions. John says his brother was able to play the mobile version of Ogre Battle. Neat, cool. It shows if you gain or lose it. That would be helpful. Major Rage, my man, how you doing? We got the 2 mods in the house. What's going on, Major Rage? How's everything? How's the pets? How's the fam? How's the house? How's the life and times of Major Rage TV? I remember yesterday you mentioned you had to do something sad, so I hope that went okay for you as best as can be. Infinity is long, but the fact you can just angel kill many monsters, banish them, makes it a lot more tolerable. Let me see. What did Wacy say? It said the fine just been work-oriented? Oh, no, I got you. Everybody's got stuff going on. So, I just like catching up with folk. Read a question. I heard that EarthBound Beginnings was a lot more complex than EarthBound. That's interesting. So, Cinco's Play says it's more open world than EarthBound. EarthBound's definitely longer than EarthBound Beginnings. So, I don't know how you want to measure complexity. I think EarthBound is a fairly complex game. Trying to think if I ever even got to a dungeon in Breath of Fire 4. The first dungeon that comes to mind in 4 is that one with the angler fish in it. Set a stream of you in his room 24/7, or see a stream of you in his room 24/7. Now we go full circle. Yeah, just singing him creepy songs. Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Mother, will they put me in the firing line? Just over and over again. There's so much stuff. I don't have room for all this stuff. Dad was Jimmy. Oh, okay. You don't mind though? Okay, so Jim Bob it is. No. It's just extra funny to me based on where you are in the world. Cave where you can't use magic in 7th Saga. I don't remember where that was. I used Lux a lot, so I think I did not have too much going on in the magic department. Wife might wonder where. I mean, I'd let the wifey know. I'd be like, "Hey, wife, I plan to spend the rest of my life in this guy's room," and she'd be like, "Okay, dear, whatever you say." That's what my wife sounds like, by the way. She's like, "You never cool, you never right." Oh, we do the Pink Floyd references in here. This is the way it goes. We'll leave the bomb behind. Oh, right there. Mother, do you think drop the bomb? That's the song that I think of every time that I play this game. Vial of Serum, but we got too much stuff. Le Gasp. There is an imposter black mage among us. Yeah, somebody redeemed the black mage. The native did. So, you know what? You're going to have to out black mage the other guy. You could do it, Dan. Good to see you. We're all well here. Just got back from getting blood work and lunch. Oh, nice. Right on. What was for lunch, everybody? What did you have or will have for lunch? I had tuna and rice. One of my favorites. That's a classic right there. Tuna and rice. If you've never had tuna and rice, just canned tuna. Mix it with a little mayonnaise, a little dill, a little mustard, some sweet onions, Fritos on the side, and furikake. You gotta have the furikake. If you don't know what furikake is, you make me sad. A little bit. Let's see. I will... Can I use this now? No, you gotta use it in battle, huh? What about... We'll just use up the sports drink. What the heck? I really want this speed capsule. I gotta have my speed capsule. I gotta... Oh, yeah, that's stuff. Okay, let's see. Everyone's doing pretty great, it sounds like. We got some happy faces here, stuff like that. It's all good. But glad you're doing well, Mage. Glad you are doing well. Call me what you want as long as it's not offensive. Yes. Yes. Honestly, can't say what's the worst dungeon. Bad dungeons just don't stick out in my mind, I guess. You're married to Fran. Like, ugh. Could not. Is butter voice a thing? Isn't it? Oh, shoot. It's because I said butter voice. That sucks. Alright, that's okay. It's not that big a deal. Infinite Middle's bedroom is the worst JRPG dungeon ever. It just has, like, cube pushing puzzles all over the place. It has empty treasure chests and mimics. It has, some of my other least favorite things in dungeons? Oh, it has tile warping puzzles. I can't... That's my one weakness. Dame's crying and tile warping puzzles. And probably not Dame's crying though. It's more the tile warping puzzles. I can't with that stuff. That's intenso. Thai drunken noodles. I'd eat that. Burgers, fries, and a shake. Plus a tray came with a corn dog. Oh, are we talking about... Oh, no, that's corn dogs. I thought it was Sonic for a second. Because I just had a hot dog, a coney from there the other day. A bottle rocket. Oh, yeah. But I really want to see what else is in here. Just made a cheap bachelor burrito in the microwave. I didn't know you were a batch. Cholula. Oh, yeah. I love me some Cholula. So I was an adult the first time that I tried Cholula. There's not really much Mexican food in Hawaii. There was one Mexican restaurant on the whole island that I knew of when I was growing up. And it was all right. So the first time I tried Cholula and Tapatio, we're inside. I'm going to go out and I'm going to get what's his face. And then I'm going to come back for all this stuff. Anyway, the first time I tried that was in college. And just kind of blew me away. It's good stuff. For spice, we used chili pepper water. Which you get chili peppers. You put it in water, a little vinegar. And you just let it sit. You know, and it's good. You put that on rice. Oh, yeah. Ono kind grinds, as they say in the islands. Butter voice is totally a thing. That kind of red gets kind of... What? Oh, from the Screen Actors Guild. Yes. Oh, darn it. I was looking at chat. That's been a common theme here. Is looking at chat and making a mistake. Red Mage doesn't like Phantasy Star 2 dungeons. Some of them are really annoying. Or is there a lot of tile warping in there? Can't stand it. Lufia 2 dungeons. I liked Lufia 2. I don't remember there being tile warping dungeons in there, but there probably was. Because there's some puzzly stuff happening in there. Let's see, we'll go this way. Oh, fool me once. She may have had a huge crush on Fran because of the nanny. I mean, she was cute, you know. I might have had... No, I don't think I did. No. I had a crush on... a lot of people when I was a kid. Just a lot of TV characters, a lot of cartoon characters. Gadget from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Jessica Rabbit, obviously. I like rabbits. Let's see. That one Hispanic girl from the early seasons of all that. I can't remember her name. I don't know. There's a lot there. No shame at all. Oh, see, Native knows what's up. So I ate 2 egg white bites and 2 chicken apple sausage patties. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds exotic. There's probably some excellent sushi and native Hawaiian food there. In Hawaii, yes. Oh, the sushi. You ever had cone sushi? That's some good stuff. You can start to find it. Actually, it's easier to find a lot of that stuff now on the mainland. That's the benefit of modernity. Mage stream July 10th. Mage blames his personal failings on chat. Yes. I did yesterday, too. Multi-level tile warping maze. Very samey. Oof. Yes. It was obviously not me. I was not the one that set up the back attack. That was Chatsky's. Well, remind me not to play Phantasy Star 2. Apparently they gave dungeon layout duties to someone who never did it before. Oh, wow. Is that bad? Had a crush on Sub-Zero. Oh, man. I think every female character in Mortal Kombat. Are you freaking kidding me? I was looking at chat. But that's alright, because we had like 700 monies. So, freaking Zega. What's going on? Sega Saturn is my favorite system of all time. Sega 1, 2, 3, 4. My name is John Mother. Find my melodies. Oh, that's like Jack Garland, right? And Ted Sephiroth. Your last name is the thing. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Ted Sephiroth in particular is freaking hilarious to me. No cone sushi. Oh man, Native, you got to try cone sushi. That's good. It is delicious. I had a crush on the show Rescue Rangers. There was a character that I had a crush on. Yeah, Gadget. I liked nerdy characters. I had a crush on Luca in Chrono Trigger. I had a crush on... I was like 12, okay? I had a crush on... what was her name? On Clarissa Explains It All. I had a crush on... Oh my gosh. The Darkstalkers ladies. Holy smokes. It was the 90s. What a time to grow up in. I've been told about the situation with someone who's a huge fan of the series. Oh, okay. Fun to see Red play a modern Western RPG. See how he handles the different mechanics. I would love to play Baldur's Gate 3. I'd be down to play that. I want to play Claire Obscure. Stuff like that. Honestly, the game is not as a chore. Oh, I got it. You could ask PP for the Franklin badge. Okay. John, I'm going to go do it. But no more hints, John. Unless I ask you. Oh, look, he died again. Oh, DD Dragon's still salty. How's it going, DD Dragon? I was going to ask how you were doing, but you obviously still got that high sodium from yesterday. So that's okay. That's okay, because there's lots of salt welcome here. I got a high sodium diet. I could eat this up for breakfast. Or lunch. Either of those. Read or die main character? Oh, I don't know what that is, actually. I wonder how many people went on to become furries. Yeah, not me. Not me, I'll tell you that. No. I watched the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon and was like, yuck. Oh, Melissa Joan Hart. That's right. That's right. It's been a long time. Trying to think of other... What about, like, video game crushes? Oh! Probably the biggest video game crush of all time. Tifa Lockhart. It was 1997. I was like 13 or something like that. I was not ready to play Final Fantasy VII, I'll tell you that. And then Mom walks in the room. Honey, what are you watching? The news. That's what I said was the news. Oh, yeah. Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. I forgot about that. Depraved Slasher, how's it going? Only had a crush on one animated character, Jasmine, the best Disney princess. I also had a crush on Jasmine because, obviously, it's Jasmine. She's amazing. It's because Jasmine's awesome. Used to read 8-Bit Theater back in the day. There you go. Shopping at Wally? Tell him I said hi. Reader dies of manga enemies with nerdy. Oh, okay. I have not seen that at all. Never got the appeal of Tifa or Aerith. Are you kidding me? Well, it's one thing if they never clicked with you, and I understand that because everybody's different. But if you can't understand the appeal of Tifa, I don't know if you have eyes in your head, man. I mean, come on. Nomura knew what he was doing. Oh, yeah, here comes the usual suspects. Ew, I don't like this thing that's obviously good. I wish it was more like an Indo Way of the Ninja. Yamiko Redman? Grown-up crush is Arden? I was just about to say, my joke, as soon as I saw Arden, I was going to be like, you like homeless people? And then I saw you said the homeless vibe. Yeah, that dude looks like... Arden. Faux Lu. Is that how we're going with it? Did you have a crush on Spike Spiegel? Because I feel like... Oh, yeah, Faye Valentine. Man. There's just too many crushes to go around. I've met a few people who are like... I can't understand how anybody could have a crush on an animated or a fictional character. You know, like a cartoon character or so. And I was like, I mean... It's not that hard, honestly. PC games market was loaded. Oh, so you were just overly you were just like overly inundated? Okay. I don't think that means that you couldn't see the appeal. I'm sure you could see the appeal. You know. Wish Tifa was more an Indo. There it is. The truth comes out. Hello. I am brave. Oh, no, you're not supposed to say that, huh? Okay, let me see about... I'm going to put some of this stuff away, because I got too much stuff. And we'll have a little musubi since we're here. And if you know what a musubi is, you're amazing. By the time I got to the later episode, it was already ruined. That sucks. Man, that stinks, man. You missed out. You really did. This is a fun topic. What else? Oh, there got to be a Breath of Fire 2 character. Definitely Nina with black wings. That might have been it for that series, actually. Spam Musubi. Talking about Spam Musubi. There's a real song. That's like a parody of YMCA. From the comedian Frank de Lima. Portuguese comedian. Who wrote a parody song called Spam Musubi. Okay, let's see. I'm going to dump this in here. And then I'm going to put... save that for like a rainy day. Put the butter knife in there. Put the friggin... friendship ring that apparently doesn't do anything. Can anybody corroborate that? Does the friendship ring do nothing? Okay. Oh, yeah, that was fine right there. Can't believe that thing killed me. Oh my gosh. I got stuck. Dude. That I didn't like Momo? She is nerdy, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not into furries, so, and I saw those rabbit ears and was like, eh. Like Gadget, I got that out of my system early. You know, Musubi. I didn't know what it was called previously. Oh, nice. Right on. Hey, you should have some. You should have some Spam Musubi. Here's a little trick. If you make Spam Musubi at home, you can use the can as a press to press the shape of the rice with the Spam slice on top of it. You just put a little saran wrap inside the can, push the rice in there, put the Spam on top, flatten it down, and then flip over the can, and boom, there's your Spam USB. Oh yeah, Aya Brea. Yep. That was a good one. I'm trying to think of like older RPGs and stuff. But I don't know, nothing too ringy, too bell ringy. Not many Disney princesses for me. Mostly Jasmine. I'm trying to think if there was anybody else. I don't think so. Isn't this an interesting topic? It's so fascinating. Have you ever seen Onyx, the Fortuitous, and the Talisman of Truth? No. There's a running joke about Gadget from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? Huh. Owen from Last of Us 2? I didn't play Last of Us 2. I don't think Free, unless Fur, I didn't realize there were ears. Oh yeah, no, she's got ears. I mean, I like ears as much as the next guy, but first anime crush. Oh yeah, Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars for me. Which was your Sailor crush? Was it Sailor Moon herself? It was definitely Sailor Mars for me. Pocahontas. I did not see Pocahontas when I was a kid, actually. That came out at a tumultuous time in my childhood. Alright, we got ourselves a little Franklin badge. Well, let's go ahead and put that on. I guess it goes right here over magic coin. No? Yes? No? Let's see. By keeping it as one of your items, it deflects attacks from the bear. Then it says that Ben Franklin wore this reflective badge during his experiments. Well, that's not true. I just learned that Franklin had his son holding the kite during his famous electricity experiments. I was like, dude, that's such a dad move. His son walks up, "What are you doing, Dad?" And he's like, "Well, Ben Franklin Jr." I don't think that was the name of his son. And then he straight up just has his son hold the kite for him. "Hold this, my boy." Dads, you know. Sailor Mars was the coolest. I've met a lot of fans of Sailor Jupiter, which I didn't never saw the appeal. Talisman of Souls. Oh, that completely changes everything. No, I haven't heard of that either, though, actually. Sees that guy. Oh, yeah, you could talk to him, can't you? Road meets road, wind in my hair. Cruising around town like I don't have a care. So wave your hands in the air and shake them like I just don't care. I've never once done that. Moon 1, Mercury 2. I don't remember what Mercury looks like. Mars 3. This is controversy in chat. Actually, my wife asked. We went out and we were out shopping. She saw a Sailor Moon t-shirt. She was like, "Would you like it if I bought this and wore it?" And I was like, "Yes." And so she did. Even though she's never seen Sailor Moon.
Wow, so this is a bottle rocket. I've heard so much about him. I bet we can make some more on our own. Come with me to the science lab.
Here we go. Everybody's favorite voice, the Luca voice. Gotta bust it out from time to time.
Later, we should go to Duncan's factory. I heard they're building a rocket. We could probably use it to blast the rocks off the train tracks.
Yes. We should do that.
They call me names. Weakling, Stinkling, or Four Eyes, or worse. I'm sure you've heard them.
Probably call him Spittin' Steven, because he gleeks a lot when he does that voice. I gleek from time to time. On their Space Monkey gleek. Oh yeah, I had a crush on Wonder Woman briefly from Super Friends. Super Friends.
Okay, I can use the fuel from your bottle rocket and... Pretty cool, huh? What?
Oh dang. Way to go.
Oops. Let's head to Duncan's factory.
Alright, we did it. Hurrah and huzzah. Lloyd joins you. Yeah, finally, we got somebody else up in here. Okay, so let me go ahead and get some stuff out of storage. Now that we got good old Lloyd. And then there may be some things that we can equip him with, stuff like that. We'll go from there. One step at a time. I don't know. We'll just walk all the way back. What the hey? Hang on one second here. Red probably liked Wonder Woman because her waistband was all the way up to her chest.
Like dear old grandpa. It was not. She was wearing a bustier.
No, I liked Wonder Woman because she's awesome. How could you not like Wonder Woman? She's amazing. Oh, he started at level 1? Oh, that's one of my things whenever that happens. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I can't. Okay. All right, that's okay. We're going to get him up. We're going to get him up pretty quick. We'll just do some of this for a little bit. You definitely like Lloyd less than Jeff. See, Jeff seems more like capable geek territory, whereas Lloyd seems more like poser nerd territory. Like he has glasses, but he's not really a nerd. Like he's like I really love Marvel movies. That makes me a nerd. Like that kind of person. You know, rather like Jeff is probably into like first edition Warhammer and bootleg Battlestar Galactica, stuff like that. Third strongest mole, thanks for joining us. I'm glad you're here. Had a crush on Stephanie from Full House. China Phillips and Jonathan Brandis all at the same time. Make of that what you will. I don't think I saw Full House, so I will make that of that I will, and then that'll show you. She did have a totally real plane that definitely existed, and was not a whip. It was a lasso. It's not called the whip of truth. It's called the lasso of truth, my friend. You gotta know your lore. Let's see. We'll get out the Psi Stone. We'll get out the Silver Sword. Was it? I think it was. Basement key and 6 town. Oh, we could get the town map back out. That's cool. Nerd gatekeeping all the time. It's what nerds do. You know, I gotta stay hip somehow. The whip of truth would would have a very different tone. Yes, but considering the origins of Wonder Woman, there's quite a lot there that could have gone in that direction. So, and if you're not familiar, I will not educate you on that topic here in chat. You'll have to look that up yourself. I believe there was a documentary about it. And put the kids to bed. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, it was a lasso. We need more characters like Lloyd in popular fiction. It's a fun name. It does sound kooky. Yeah, Lloyd. Infinite Metal knows what's up. It is interesting. Literally know nothing about Wonder Woman. And a very early icon who has never had too much breakout into mainstream. Here and there, though. You know, you got the Linda Carter. Well, I had a crush on Linda Carter. I saw the live action Wonder Woman every once in a while. As a kid, I was like, dang! That's literally what I said. Parents are like, what are you watching, son? And I was like, the news. And they bought it every time. You know, Wonder Dog. Oh, from like the mid-seasons of Super Friends. Wonder Dog! I love how in that era of animation, every dog had to sound like Scooby-Doo. All of them. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, every dog is all like... I was like, you know, there's other kinds of dogs. But they just didn't want to let go of a good thing. She did some punching of people who were into eugenics, didn't she, in her early days? Oh, I haven't read Absolute Wonder Woman yet. I gotta read that. I did read Absolute Martian Manhunter and was kind of blown friggin' away. That was really good. Now it's the casting for the new Wonder Woman. They're making a new Wonder Woman? I don't know. You know who was appealing as a kid? Batman Beyond's girlfriend. What was her name? Not Max, right? Max was like the friend. What was Terry McGinnis' girlfriend? Or was it Max? Maybe it was Max. Digby the 1 pound dog. That one went over my head. Came after her first 20 years? Really? No. Didn't she like get off the island in the first place to fight in World War II? I don't know. Okay, let me be careful here. Hey now. I thought the sword did stuff. Oh, that was Teddy. I had the wrong character. Alright, let me go get the other thing back. Oh, okay. Digby was Shelley Duvall's real-life dog. I did not know that. I only know like 2 things about Shelley Duvall. And they're related to Popeye and The Shining. And that's it. Dana. I don't remember what she looks like. Let's see. We're going to put this away. And then we'll take out... what was it? The butter knife. I was like, this guy's a nerd. You know what he could use for a weapon? A freaking butter knife. No, I guess not. This was also a Teddy weapon? Did I do something out of order? Yeah. I must have done something out of order. Okay. Alright. So, fine. Just take this back. And we'll go from there. Okay, now to, no, that's the wrong character. There we go. Okay. Oh, last name too, huh? Tan. I don't really remember her. Max was the one that I remembered. Lloyd will not bring even a butter knife to a gunfight. Dude just is not going to put up with that. Okay, so let's see. We gotta see what we gotta do here. Let's go to Marysville and see if we can't purchase some things for Lloyd, or we could go to Magicant and see about maybe getting some things from there. There was a real Batman Beyond script in the final stages with the director and other people attached before the Nolan trilogy. I'd heard about this. Unceremoniously canceled. It depends on if that Batman Beyond live action would have been more like Batman and Robin than post Schumacher, post Tim Burton Batman, you know? Like if they'd made a Batman Beyond movie, but it was like, oh, I waltzed right past the department store. Well, I don't know. Let me think here. Let me think. We'll go see what they got at this store. We'll go there first. Can you play the arcade game? Nope. Let's use the stun gun for now. And yeah, I think we're good. Let me see. How much money do I have in here? 25. Okay, I think that'll be fine for now. The people behind Blade to do a Batman Beyond. That would have been entertaining. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been bad if they were still trying to do like, oh, let's shoot a toy commercial type thing, you know? Wonder if I could beat that with Ness now. I don't really want to try for it, though. Oh, my gosh. The cars. The cockadoodie cars are all over the place. Gotta watch out for those. Let's see. I'm going to go back and explore the, well, no. I should probably try and get Lloyd's stuff. Batman Beyonce. Unreasonably funny joke right there. That's pretty good. I've never seen Bleach. I don't know. Haven't seen it. How would that upcoming R-rated... Oh, are they making an R-rated Blade? And also to make the movie. Well, there's not quips. That's the one thing. If you like a thing, you should have put a Batarang on it. A Batarang is too many syllables, huh? You know what? It was almost there. It really was. Bald eagle. In the original, the overall music changes once you have Lloyd. Oh, really? That's pretty interesting. Infinite Middle one all the Blade. But yeah, I think he's making the note there specifically because of it now being done by Marvel Studios rather than whoever made the original Blade. It was announced back in 2014? It's been 12 years and they haven't made it yet? Batman Beyonce. And her real name is Sasha Fierce. We can totally see it. Absolutely. Is that Beyonce's real name? I didn't know that. I don't think I knew that. Okay, let me see here. Hang on one second. Secca-rooney. Her alter ego, like a superhero. Or is it pronounced alter ego? Like the waffle. Probably my favorite battle theme on this, the robot one. I like it. Is it Beyonce album? That is the first title I've ever heard of for a Beyonce album. I don't own any Beyonce albums, nor do I follow modern music. So this is all news to me. Guy who grew up on a rock in the Pacific does not know much about mainstream popular culture. Disney has done a lot of R-rated movies though. They have a subsidiary for it. Oh, is that Amblin? Paramount? No, not Paramount. Was it Amblin? I don't know. He's rejected more than 7 scripts. Oh, wow. Touchstone. There you go. Bam, 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 bam. I can believe it. Oh no, toast. Oh hey, came back. You know what? Friggin' Lloyd. Oh, I haven't seen the little angels in a long time. I like it. Okay, what do they use this? The heck. We'll just go back to... Let's go back to town. Get used to PK Gamma. I'm already out of patience for that. I learned today that Cinco Play knows a lot about Beyonce. I never would have guessed, honestly. I thought you listened to like REM and like Linkin Park and stuff like that. PK Beam Gamma. I knew what you were talking about. It's all good. Hey now. I don't have like well, let's use this thing. What do you mean whom? I don't want to mess with that right now. I thought it was going to be like a damage spell. There you go. Your job is to know pop culture. I thought you were a video game developer. Or do you secretly have a second job where you... trying to think of like a job where like a radio jockey, I guess, maybe a shock jock. That would actually explain some of the chats. Cinco Play. If you might be a good shock jock, actually, with that beautiful voice here. What do you think video games are? Yeah, but I didn't think that you had, in order to make video games, you had to know everything about other pop culture stuff. That's kind of surprising to me that anybody would suggest that, honestly. Like I didn't think that if you worked on like a knockoff of Tetris that you had to know what Beyonce's albums are called. I don't know. You don't understand what people like. Yeah. And like, so like you have to know if people are still listening to Bach in order to make like a shooter on the Wii. Do you have to watch Bollywood films in order to make the next Call of Duty? I don't see it. A knockoff of Tetris. That one was just for you, because I know nobody else is gonna get that. That one was just for you. Hugs and kisses. No, I could understand, market research and stuff like that, but I'm failing to see how knowing the titles of Beyonce albums helps you make your video games. Come on. Right here. No, you don't have enough money. Guess he stays dead. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I've played enough games to doubt knowing what people like is strictly required. Yeah, but you can't question the video game developers. Infinite Metal. Thou shalt not. Alright, let's go get some money. You know what? I waltzed right past the hotel that has a free ATM. Knowing why Beyonce sells millions of albums helps you make your Tetris game better. How? So that's the disconnect, though, is because I said you knew a lot about Beyonce in terms of like these very specific factoids, but that's not necessarily why Beyonce sells millions of albums. I think Beyonce sells millions of albums because she's super talented and she has a great agent. That'll do it every time. But yeah, I don't know. It's curious. And I learn more about people's perspectives on life, and that's always fun. Just give me like $100. Oh no, I did it the wrong way. Too busy thinking about Beyonce. There we go. Let's see. I'll do what I want. Oh, yeah, you should do what you want, though. That's the way to do it. Let's see. I missed a bunch of stuff. Hey, now you're an all-star. Oh, yeah. I think Zico is one of those people who has an entire room dedicated to Beyonce. By the number of factoids that he was able to just casually spew out, you'd think. Because I doubt that he has as commanding of an understanding of, like, other people in pop culture as Beyonce. He's clearly a Beyonce fan. And that parenthetical statement on Linkin Park, that can't be true. I mean, definitely listen to Linkin Park. Come on. Okay, you know what? I actually think I'm going to go to... the cemetery for a little bit. Or maybe no, I can't do the zoo. Somewhere where they'll run... Ooh, where they'll... Ah, shoot! It was a dead end. All right, let me catch up on here. When Anna joins, she'll be at level 1 as well. Yes. Yeah, I need to get Anna to join. Let's see. Healing's free in Magicant. Do you have the Onyx hook? Oh, we do. We do. We could do that. Looking up Tetris a couple months ago. See how many official licensed Tetris video games there have been. Not counting... So the number would be high. Did not assume it would be over 200. There's a lot of them in there. A lot. She washed Eminem. That's all you know about Beyonce. Dwys. I don't know how you pronounce that. 1998. Thanks for joining us. You act like the only thing I've ever made is Tetris. No, I did not suggest the only thing you ever made is Tetris. It's just the most funny thing to reference in this exact conversation. I don't have a complete roster of everything that you've made, though. So, beg your pardon on that. But Tetris is just a funny example here. Like, when you worked on Tetris, though, were you like, did you have to spend time at your job getting paid listening to Justin Bieber? Trying to figure out why it was popular? These are honest questions. I'm not trying to make fun of you or anything. Pop Culture Chess 6-7. Oh no, he did the thing. How well can you know them without listening to them? There's a good question. There is a good question. I don't like this. Oh shoot. No, couldn't do it. Good thing we were only carrying around like $9. While I like Lloyd less than Jeff, I think I like Anna more than Paula. Oh, you think your hat is cute? That's adorable. There's a lot of Tetris games. There are a lot of Tetris games. What is everybody's favorite Tetris game? I would like to know. What's your favorite version of Tetris? Let's go to the other place. I'll go over here. Why would I need to know anything about Justin Bieber for Tetris? That's my friggin' question. Why would you need to know anything about Beyonce if you're making a shooter on the Wii? That's what I'm asking you. Why would you need to know anything about Justin Bieber for Tetris? I did pitch a VR game where you performed on stage with major performers and you just study those performers. That makes sense because that's relevant. But what you were suggesting is that because you make video games, you needed to know all pop art is what it was sounding like. And I was like, that's why I was asking so much. Like, because why would you need to know? And it's so many of those instances, right? Okay. Oh, we're at full circle. Oh no, caps lock! Because I worked on 50 games and they're not all shooters on the Wii. All right, Grandpa, simmer down. The games that you know what we could have said initially is the games in which you needed to know specific elements of pop culture that were relevant to that game. You had to study those elements of pop culture. But needing to know all pop culture, like needing to know Beyonce for your Tetris game, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's where the incredulity came from in the first place. Did Single Play make a knockoff of Hotel Mario? Yes. Yes, he did. It was called... I got nothing, actually. Let's see. Where... Oh, yeah, there's a little... Here we go. All right, bring back my boy. I see you don't feel so well. Just a moment. There we go. All right. Well, we could just not pay for healthcare. Then we'll just go to this magic place. No taxation, nothing. All right. We'll see if we could actually try to do a little grindy grinds here. Because I am a little worried still about his levels. I want to get him up to at least maybe 10 or 12, something like that, and then we'll move on. Oh man, Tumblr. I'm just seeing some of this now. Tumblr research would be rough. I am an infuriatingly pedantic person. I'm Oh, I'm sorry that you didn't say what you meant. But you know what? That's how you confuse people. Because I thought you were saying that you had to know all pop culture. Because again, I asked you, why do you know so much about Beyonce? You're like, because I make video games. And I'm like, what does specifically knowing Beyonce have to do with making video games? And you were like, I've made more than Tetris. So, and it's not Jubilee. It's just basic, say what you mean. Tetris and Dr. Mario on SNES for nostalgia. Well, that's good stuff. I think Game Boy Tetris is probably my favorite version of Tetris. It's just freaking adorable is what it is. It's so good. No, moral damage. Ooh. Let me see. He's the best kind of pedantic person. That's what I do when I cross the street. I'm pedantic. Watch out for Pandanticians. I don't know, something there. January Tetris fan, there isn't one favorite version of Tetris. All about features and function. Oh, Tetris Effect is great. Tetris Effect is good. You know what, though? I don't like Tetris because I don't like blocks. That's my one big thing. Blocks scare me like spiders. We grind money for one of those fancy coins. Yeah, I do. You know what? I like fancy coins. Do we have, no. Oh, well. That's probably what we're going to wind up doing. Anyway. Now, what was the one that you used to bring him back to life, though? There was one that he was using in combat. I missed which spell it was. But whoops. You did not like the Tetris effect? Oh yeah, for me it clicked. I found it strangely soothing, relaxing, trance-like. I didn't play it on VR though. I don't really play VR. But I played it on regular TV and it was good. Wait, no, there is a single best favorite Tetris version. Hatris for Game Boy specifically. Official translated version of Tetris Battle Gaiden. Side story Tetris? Is this the one where you find out your mom was the mana tree the whole time? Oh yeah. Wait till we get our eyes on you. I don't like blocks. Anything with purely equal sides like that, just I can't. Can't do it. I'm just kidding, by the way. Let's see. Dr. Mario Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine are better than Tetris. Oh, dang. Would they exist without Tetris? There's the real question. Probably not. I would say probably not. Alexei Pejitnov's invention is reason why Robotnik has Mean Bean Machine. And Alexei, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Sorry about the impression. As the Tetris game is pretty limited, yeah, that's correct. It's pretty basic. It's more about the visuals, which fits totally in the modern vernacular of video games today. Style over substance, y'all. But yeah, still a fun version of Tetris to play. Not my favorite though. Healing Gamma has a chance to revive. Doesn't always work. Oh, it's just like Zing. Just like Zing. Favorite version of Tetris is the one I can win matches against my wife and win, which is none of them. You know, my wife hardly ever plays video games, but she can destroy me at Dr. Mario. She can. Sometimes, like, if I blink, she's going to take advantage of my eyes being closed. Boom, 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 boom. Hatris effect. Hatris effect was great. I do remember the story when you met Pajitnov, yes. And you told it with so much alacrity that actually, and no sarcasm, I really did remember that story as soon as I mentioned Pajitnov here. It's a pretty cool story. If you want to tell it in full, be my guest. The stage is yours. Project Lead dumped him on me to handle because he thought it was some drunk guy. He's like, do you like the blocks? Do you like blocks? Da! Tell me da you like blocks. And he's like, who is this? And he walks up to you and he's like, hello, I'm Pejiknov. Was his accent very thick? I think I asked you that the last time you mentioned this story. But I'm curious. Was his accent thick? Point? Okay, one more level up for Lloyd. And then we'll Julian with this game. Oh yeah, no, stupid Lloyd. Oh darn it! Accent is reasonably strong, understandable. Do develop games for the software for the Soviet Union, you know. Wario's Woods. Oh, you know what? I've never actually played Wario's Woods. Yeah, right? How would you not recognize Pajitnov? Well, maybe he didn't have his beard or something. You know, you never know. Could be all kinds of reasons. I just like grinding in this game. It's really relaxing. Allows me to chat with you beautiful folk. Oh yeah, so you know what? We never guessed We never guessed what game our friend Mr. Temper was talking about yesterday. We've been playing a game in which you have to guess the game based on a description of the cover art. And I don't think any of us got it yesterday. Did anybody wake up in the middle of the night and go, I know, it's, you know, whatever. Never played the Wario Woods. I've never... It's starting to become another meme game here in chat. I've never played Barbie Seahorse Adventure. No. I have not done it. Okay. Lloyd, you ought to be in a good enough place now. I guess we'll start heading out. Is there an easier way to get out of Magicant other than going through the well again? These are the real questions. Yeah, absolutely. You said not silver? Wario's Woods on the NES, the last officially licensed game for the NES, if I remember right, in the States. I think that's accurate. For chat. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a good story. You know what? I will actually, I'll narrate it to you. Context for chat. I was working on an animal platformer, and he was convinced that nobody would want to play as a rabbit when they could play as a predator instead, even though the rabbit was our most popular character. He wouldn't let it go, and my project lead got so frustrated trying to understand him that as soon as I disconnected from the journalist I was talking to, he was like, "Hey Joel, maybe you could help this man with these questions." Then he ran away and found somebody else to talk to. There you go. That's exactly what single play sounds like, by the way. But you haven't played Barbie Horse Trails either. I've not played any Barbie game, actually. Believe it or not. Your game description yesterday was not silver? Oh, that's what you were screaming about. I didn't get the reference. I already forgot about how salty you are. And then I tasted it. I was like, salty. Totally was silver, though. You wouldn't have even got it, even if I'd said he was in green, turquoise, whatever. You still wouldn't have got it, so. Crimea River. Took me a few minutes of discussion with him before we traded names. Then I just laughed and was like, oh yeah, I know who you are. Good on you to know who he is. When your stream is over, I know someone you could raid. Oh yeah? Well, cool. What are they? They better not be playing friggin' a Nintendo. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. I'm telling you right now. But, yeah, it's been fun to do fairly random raids and take raid suggestions and meet new people and stuff like that. Some of them are very personable, which is nice. So this game still uses EarthBound's damage calculation for smash hits. Oh, yeah? You're cracking up. Gotta get some glue. You know, what have ducks ever done for me? That's what I want to know. Nintendo for life. I mean, you can't even get one if you like a Nintendo. So, 4, that's asking for a lot. I'm just going to throw that out there. Was he going to kill a bird with a gas? You were telling me about that last time, wasn't it? So I already forgot which way you're supposed to go here. I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, if he's live, we could go and raid Brutal Moose. That'd be good. No, that's great. I think my kids would actually really like to see the Duck channel. I should put that on TV sometime. That is a great channel. In beginnings, Smash treats enemy defense equals 0, and EarthBound treats attacker offense as 2 times 2 higher, or 2 times higher. There we go. Keep telling you about it till you play or block me. Well, I'm not gonna block you for telling me about a video game. That's not gonna happen. You gotta get really toxic. You gotta get like You got to get up in my face. I mean, like, I've blocked people for insulting my children, my wife. I've blocked people for, harassing, endlessly following me around to try and get dunks in. Let's see. I've blocked people for death threats. Fun stuff like that. So, if you don't cross any of those lines, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, Fozzie. Oh, Lloyd. Lloydy Poo, just in time for that defense 12. Oh, that's interesting. So did you just look that up just now, Mole? That is definitely curious. Insulting family is so low blow, especially when it's motivated by, like, you just not liking somebody's favorite game. When that's the reason that somebody goes to, guess I'll insult their children, that's completely beyond the pale. Like, that person doesn't need to be, like, entertained at all. They just need to scoot on off on their business. You block people for saying... I've actually never blocked anybody for saying Chrono Trigger isn't a Final Fantasy. I have not. People have blocked me for saying Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy. So we could just flip that around. I was trying to say something complimentary about the Duck channel, but I swear my phone tried to correct Duck 3 times. We know what kind of words you're using frequently then, huh? Got that thing trained. Oh yeah, there's a thing in here, in there. Magic herb. Yeah. There it is. Modern touch typing learns which words you type most often. It's true. True. At that point, it's not even the insult itself that matters so much as proof they aren't good enough to keep around. Oh, no, exactly. Yeah. Because if somebody's going to be that unhinged and not have at least that basic boundary, then why would you want to talk to them about video games? Something that's supposed to be fun, So, that's like people who send threats. Like, if you're going to send a threat for a joke that you didn't like about a video game, then I don't need you in my circle of experience at all. Like, you just leave. All right. Almost there. Almost there. Dun, 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 dun. That's not what your mother said last night. Ah! Got him. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember that. That line next time somebody's like,
Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy game. It doesn't have Sid in it.
And then you tell them the first Final Fantasy didn't have Sid in it. And then they send you a threat in a DM. This is true stuff. Oh no. Yo mama jokes. That's low blow. We just said about insulting family. I mean, it's too perfect of timing is what it is. Okay, let's go take a look at let's go look at the I'm gonna look around that factory. That's what I'm gonna do. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. I feel so much safer now that I've got 2 characters. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. I know, Cinco Play, you want us all to know that you're this loose cannon of a person. But I know for sure. I know you would never tolerate somebody making fun of your children in a really mean-spirited way. I know you would never go after somebody's family. I know you wouldn't send people death threats over jokes about video games. So as loose cannon as you want to be, there are some real loose cannons out there. Let me tell you, those are the kind of people I don't want around. I mean, you're comfortable here. Like, yeah, every once in a while you get mad because I ask you to say what you mean, but you're totally fine in good company, totally civil. Yeah. There's definitely lines. Only send death threats over important things like pineapple on pizza. That reminds me of the cheese. Rest in peace, I'm the cheese. We miss you. What a guy. That was back when the internet was fun. Now it's like if you say there's a perfect length of RPGs. Oh my gosh, people will fly off the handle. What about potato on pizza? This is the real question. Not even just a cooked potato, just like a wedge, an unevenly cut wedge of potato that's not cooked, put on top of a finished pizza. Would you eat that? Yeah, I missed the cheese. I didn't know you knew the cheese. Cheese was great. The cheese was actually one of my first supporters. He supported my Patreon when I started writing about video games. And I always knew him to be very encouraging. Great sense of humor, obviously. But always knew him privately to be a very encouraging person. Definitely miss him. Only person on Twitter who get me laughing. Yeah. Yeah, he had a way. He had a way with words. You've had potato on pizza? Okay, here's the... Are you ready for this? It might be pedantic, but I'm going to ask a follow-up question. Was it cooked or uncooked? Because if it's uncooked, I don't think I'd eat it. Tater tot pizza I would eat, provided the tater tots were cooked with the pizza. Must be cooked. Yeah. I've had uncooked potato. It's not very appealing. Haha, get it? Appealing? Oh, you gotta have eyes for jokes like that. I'm just gonna keep digging until I come up with other potato puns. Because you could just mash all these puns together. You could... I'm out of potato puns. That's all of them. Cold potato, uncut. Ooh. Yikes. Ooh, I've had a bratwurst sauerkraut on pizza. That's not too shabby. I think there's a lot of stuff you could put on pizza. I've had sushi pizza. It's that is an acquired taste, and I don't think I had that taste quite. On YouTuber, oh, well done. That's pretty good. A little pedantic, but it's good. I like it. Sweet and sour kraut. Hey, what's up, Jolly Jared? So my kids, I found out my kids really like pineapple on pizza, so I had to, unfortunately, let them know that we had to let them go. But that's all right. We'll have more kids. That's fine. And hopefully these won't like pineapple on pizza. I'm just kidding. I actually am fairly apathetic when it comes to the topic of pineapple on pizza. I've seen people go to war for that, but to me, it doesn't really bother me that much. I'll eat it. Or not. It's not my favorite thing, but yeah. Twitch people and their strange food takes? Uh-oh. What kind of normalized food takes do you have over there, John? Who eats raw potato? I mean, I've done it. I'm not proud of it, but I've done it. You know. You know what? If that old robot uses that big attack, that would be bad. We don't want that. So let's get this here. I think it's just a meme thing. Infinite Metal. Yeah. There's a lot of things we could stand to not care so much about what other people do. Okay, let's see here. I mean, like, yeah, that happens with games all the time. Well, just earlier, Shweddy, I don't know if Shweddy's still around, but shout out to Shweddy. He was telling me that people were giving him hassle over him canceling his PlayStation subscription because of PlayStation's recent backtracking on physical, and people were tearing him down for what he's doing with his own money. And it's like, man, just why care that much? Dr. Distorto was censored for the global release because his pocket square was mistaken for a blood stain. Oh, interesting. French fries on pizza? Huh. Combination everyone wrinkles their nose at. It's actually great. The Elvis sandwich, grilled sandwich with peanut butter, honey, banana, bacon. I could see that working. I've never had it. That sounds better than my dad's peanut butter and onions sandwich. I can't really get behind that one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. You dirty rat. Dirty rat ah. Dirty rat B. Dirty rat C. Ice cream on fries. Now, that's not too bad. You know, it's the sweet and salty that does it rather than the ice cream and the potato texture, I think. That's not too shabby, though. I have had the ice cream on the fries. Have you ever had a limpet fresh from the ocean picked off a rock with a pocket knife? That's the most disgusting thing that I've ever eaten. It's not great. Popping area is a peanut butter bacon burger. Really not flavorful enough, really. Now I wonder if the butter cuts the bacon too much. Salt on his watermelon. I have heard of that. I've never done it. A magic herb. Oh yeah, we get to take all the stuff. Organize a protest. Hey, well, you know, do it. Do it. I'm considering deleting mine too. I don't use it that much anyway. So the thing is, you can't just delete it. You got to delete it and then you got to go and tell people about it. You know, that's where they get like, how dare you decide to save money? How could in today's economy? Physical capsule inside. Let's get, what is a peanut cheese bar? I didn't see that. It's said to be the favorite food of mysterious creatures from far away. It tastes pretty yummy. 100 HP. Wow. Peanut cheese bar. I would. Brings out the sweetness. Oh yeah. Fries and ice cream. Fries and chocolate shake. It's all good stuff. Dipping pizza crust in soda. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Life Up cream inside. I'll have to try it the next time. What is the Life Up cream? Only member stores single party members maximum HP. Holy smokes. It's good. That's what it is. No, I know, just the crust. You said crust, which I appreciate. If you said dipping pizza in soda is also good, but you meant crust and you just didn't tell me, and then accused me of being pedantic when I kept questioning you, and then you eventually revealed it was crust, then I would have been like, just kidding. You guys are fun. It's the ultimate dilemma. If I delete my social media, how will I let people know I did that? It's true. The number of times I've seen people be like, this is my last tweet, you guys. And they come back a week later to see how the last tweet was doing. Oh, looks like that tweet blew up. Thanks very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Probably think it was to add peanuts and pickle juice to Coke. Like whole peanuts? I don't know, man. I don't know. Did I go in here? Let's see. Ah! Shoot. I wasn't fast enough. But how else would you get all of the sympathy points if you don't just announce? You know? That was the best thing about when Blue Sky came around. Then you just had a ton of people being like, well, peace out. If you need to find me, I'm over on Blue Sky. And then we just had like reams of that, but most people kept both. Anyway, so I remember at one point people were like, oh, you got to have a Mastodon and a Hive and a Tumblr and a Facebook and an Instagram and Snapchat and a Blue Sky and a Twitter. And I was like, nope, can't do it. Not going to happen. Not going to do it. Just use it less and less, and they close the account one day. Yeah, there you go. I'm on my way out doing that right now. 14,000 followers down the drain. 10 years of my life. Wasted! Years of, what is it? Years of academy training wasted. Throw it all away. Now, using social media less has actually been super cool. It's been great. I feel better. Hey, Native, no problem, man. Or when or whatever. I don't even know who you are. But I'm glad that we scratched an itch for you. I will absolutely be here if you ever need us again. My dad told me the local pizza chain near me had a peanut pizza. I would try that. Do less and less and then close the account. You're scared of woman shopping. I did? Do you have me on like speakerphone or something? Still on Blue Sky? I would still be on Blue Sky if Blue Sky wasn't like an angry mob whenever it decided to be one. So you know what? They're both toilets. You heard it here, folks. I don't think Saints moved over to Blue Sky. I think people moved over to Blue Sky. Whenever there's people, there's going to be some horrible activity from time to time. And some good stuff, honestly, because that's human beings are a combination. But, yeah, they're both toilets. Announcing where else you will be, though, makes sense because of how social media works. If you care about the Switch being successful. No, absolutely. I meant it in terms of the departure. Well, I'm leaving now. And he's like half out the door. Tell the kids I loved them. I think there's something you said for letting people know where to have you. Yeah. No, same comment. It can be done without being dramatic. Absolutely. Most active period on Twitter was right after I made my account, which just posted a random EarthBound quote. Oh, that sounds like the good old days. Right there. Oh, Savage Membrane. I do recall. I think it's been a long time, eh? Eh? Well, that's for our Canadian friends. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Oh, we got the creators of the mod over on YouTube again. Hey, good to see you again, EBBR SNES. Thanks for joining us. Still enjoying your version of the game. Thank you for it. And I'm glad that you can see the benefit of not using social media. It's a lot. There's a lot of ups and downs. Like, I've met amazing people through social media. All the cool people here in chat I've met on social media, you know, and like they're rad. They're great. I love them. I've also met some really awful people on social media. So it really is a mixed bag. It really is. But yeah, if you're on your mental health concerns, then yeah, social media not for everybody. That's for darn sure. I decided I'm going to take this tactic of posting an opinion and then just not checking comments. I went, wow, and she jumped. Oh, no. Sorry, lady in Walmart. I am really sorry. I don't want to make ladies in Walmart jump. Let's see. Let's use... I do have a cup of life noodles. I should probably save that, though. Oh, no. You gotta... Okay. We're using the cup of life noodles. Lloyd ate it and was revived. I thought it was in the hospital. Got me again, Lloyd. One more ought to do it. Let me see. Let me catch up on here. Doing it on my phone. There was 2 people on Blue Sky who were so relentlessly horrible that they were the majority of your harassment on that platform. Yes and no. I mean, I know my experiences pretty well on that platform, I would say, single play. But yeah, responsible for the majority, yes. I did see that it was primarily motivated by a few people. But as far as the individual harassment, there was a sizable number of people on both platforms. But one platform was the only one that I could go back to where there were enough supporters. So, At this point, I only have retro guidance from that service. Let me see. You had fun making them look stupid? Tell the creator you keep dying? Hey, don't, why would you tell him that? EBBR, SNES, I keep dying. But you know what? That's okay, because we like games here, in which even those in which you die. That's not that big a deal. You make it sound like it's like, oh, you suffering. I was suffering a little bit, but it was mostly chat's fault, so it's fine. Let's see. Actually, like, there are less people, so I'm feel compelled to spend much time on it. Yeah. Now, I think that we need to have our next iteration of human interaction. We need something to replace social media, because it's not working. Got myself another fight capsule. This is the one that you use in combat, right? Or no? Oh, no, it raises your fight. There you go. I don't think I've ever regretted closing a social media account. Oh, for sure. Just stop using them. If I change my mind down the road, I can log back in years later. Yeah, no, exactly. That's the way to do it. Like you and Infinite Metal pointed out, if you want people to know where you'll be, like a simple notification is great. But yeah, you don't have to be dramatic about it. You know, it's not a movie. Some people treat their lives like it's a movie, and people can do whatever the heck they want, obviously. But I'm entitled to find certain things cringe. That's the beauty of freedom. Oh, I thought I was gonna get red there. Oof. So everyone lost social media algorithms, just post bait. Oh yeah, you know what's irritating to me is when social media would be like, don't you want to see this? You love this. I'm like, I've never even seen this before. Why are you showing me this? I don't like this. And there's no great way to tell it that, you know? Let's see. I'm kind of forgetting where I left off here. I guess this was the spot. Cause social reality. You go out in the real world and talk to people with your mouth. I love you. That's the best thing. And we were talking about this a while ago. I think more human interaction would do a lot of people real good. I feel like people have said things to me on social media that nobody in real life would ever say to me. The most interactions that I have in real life are really, really, really good. You know, like I had a pest control guy earlier today. I was enjoying talking with him. I was like, we should hang out. And he was like, all right, sir, here's your bill. I got to go. So he didn't want to hang out. Facebook timeline that consists of like 9 years of happy birthday messages. Yeah, I don't use my personal Facebook that much at all. It was just to privately store some images of family, share them with other family members. That's about it. Yeah, when it was just your friends' posts. So that takes me back, right, to a conversation we were having a while back about old websites from like the GeoCities, Yahoo groups, Angel Fire days. And we're talking about making a community website because we're playing through all these RPGs. I think it'd be really cool to have a website stylized like those from that era that had big cells on them for lists of RPGs, and then each of us could give our votes on them, rank them, things like that. Kind of like Ranker, I guess, a little bit. But have different categories and metrics and things like that, playtime, stuff like that. So I started working on that, and the website was called Order of the RPG. Or Order of RPGs, I think it was. And I made it space themed, so it had like planets that were navigation buttons. I got to get back to work on it though. An HTML website, Some forums are still around. Yeah. And then you can find stuff. You can find stuff here and there. So it's cool. It's neat that there are a decent number of options out there beyond just the main stuff. Okay, I think that clears this whole factory. I think we got everything. The one thing I don't like about forums is sometimes I'll search for something on a search engine and it'll bring up something from a forum where somebody's just asking about that same thing and there's no response. I'm like, yeah, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the same thing, but I want the answer, not the question, you know? But other than that, forums are still all right with me. Forums are still all right. Oh, yeah. Forums are still all right with me. Forums are still all right. That was the accurate lyrics to a great song from the Doobie Brothers, in case you weren't aware. A bright green grasshopper. Oh, that's cool. Get excited. Hey, Dweez? You know what you might like if you're into seeing cool animals and insects and stuff? You should check out the app on your phone, iNaturalist. iNaturalist. You take pictures of animals, and it'll give you a guesstimation as to what its species is, and then you can upload the picture, and other people from around the world can compare it to their reports in the area or globally. I took a couple pictures and had some like botanists and reptilian experts who were saying, oh, this is exactly what kind of species this is. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy that. It has a gamification kind of element to it, you know, but it's not too intense. So, to a playlist that redid that song using the Zelda 2 font. Oh, the Zelda 2 sound font. Oh, really? Well, that's cool. That's super random. But, was that on YouTube? Let's go ahead and save the game. I don't think I accomplished too much today. Are we ready for the, actually, I have no idea. Are we... Oh, you know what? There's a lot of money. I think I could go ahead and buy one of the coins for what's-his-face. So we might go do that real quick before I get on to the next area. Why don't we do that? Onyx hook. Oh, shoot! I didn't pull the money out of the ATM. Oh, no. That's right. There's a guy here at the ATM. Ooh, at the fountain. Forgot about that. Oh, I wasn't looking. That was chat's fault. Ugh. Now you got me. Dang pseudo wudo. Yeah, it must have been a young one if it was bright green, you know? Merlin app? Oh, a bird Pokédex. That's pretty cool. So the neat thing about this is it's plants and animals. I'm avoiding plants because there are so many. So I'm just collecting animals and fungi specifically. I like how you felt the need to warn of the gamification aspects. I thought I would mention it. I didn't think I was warning anybody that you know, there was gamification or anything like that, but just to be sure. No, absolutely. I would agree with that. I don't think gamification is universally a good thing. There's very little gamification on this. Basically, if somebody corroborates the identification of an image that you uploaded, then you can move up towards research grade on that identification. So, and in that case, it gets accessed by preserves and things around the world, so people have, you know, information on animal tracking. And I think there's definitely a useful angle to that. So I think that's really cool. So it's a cool app. My neighbor had a mushroom on his oak in the front lawn that looked like, it was so big it looked like somebody had thrown a frisbee and it got stuck in the side of the tree. So that was cool. I touched it. It was spongy. Telepathy! Give me that. There we go. Yeah, I think gamification is cool, but I think it can be. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I think it could definitely be overdone. You know, to where it's like now you're just chasing social points and all that stuff, and that's too much. Oh, I don't have that much money. Presto. Okay, see if we can get a coin or something. Well, so what would you say if you could? What would you say is a downside of gamification, Infinite Metal? No. There we go. Haha, not dead. Mobile game World of Wings. I thought you only worked on Tet. No, I'm just kidding. That sounds pretty cool. Low budget indie game with authentic bird watching experience. I like birds. I like bird watching, so I should check that out. Let's see. We'll go to Le Shops. Le Chape. Oh, excuse me. Weird mouth noises. No. Right here. Magic coin. Oh man, 11 of 46. My goodness. Bird Tetris featuring Justin Bieber. That's great. And sign of a good friend is somebody who doesn't get like offended forever. You know? Well, you got over that pretty quick. That's good. You bounce right back with a good joke. I'm proud of you. No, just kidding. Well, I am proud of you though. Often is implemented in a sense of turning metrics into goals, which makes them less useful as metrics. That's interesting. I actually don't know if I have a specific thought on that. I will let me actually go ahead and get this other one. We'll get one of these because I think they're 700. Let's see. There's also the problem that often gamification is trying to set up extrinsic rewards at the expense of, or at least without assisting, achieving intrinsic rewards. What would be an example of that you could think of? Like, could you think of a specific game in which that's the case? Let's see. We do have a boomerang. Boomerang! Could he use it? He can. Oh, it's a little better, too. That's nice. Alright, now let's get the heck out of here. Burr. Okie dokie. I like that there's a run button on here. That feels nice. It feels good. The game being a game is the point of a game, so don't really have a problem there, except in one aspect. I get that. Now we're talking like a little ontology. I appreciate discussions like this. Never been a fan of achievements. Oh no, trophy systems that are completely external to the game itself. Okay, so I know what you're talking about now. Some of that is largely why I stopped trophy hunting myself. You were trophy hunting yourself? Because, yeah, it felt too disconnected from the actual experience of the game itself. It felt like it was just arbitrarily extending the playtime of the game for no reason. Did I get this correct? I did. All right. Are mantis related to grasshoppers? I don't know how closely they are related to grasshoppers. I think that would be the question, right? Is how closely are mantis related to grasshoppers? I don't know. That's a great question, though. You should look it up and let me know so that we can both know. Oh, hang on one second here. Not what I was looking for. Cinco completely agreed. Achievements becoming mandatory for gamer score was a huge middle finger to game designers, which is why Nintendo never added it, despite Sony and Microsoft making it standard. One time somebody suggested to me that Nintendo could do stickers for their version of trophies and achievements. I'm fine with them not adding that. I really like that back in my day, you used to be able to just have secrets and endings and special things you'd unlock in a game. Today it seems like you either purchase those things as extras with physical money, or they're just basically like a trophy or achievement. That's not cool. Less neat. Now it feels arbitrary. And no shame to those who, we throw a lot of shame back and forth here in chat. But no shame to anybody who likes, trophy hunting, achievo hunting, and stuff like that. Whatever you want to do in your own time. But yeah, I know for me personally, not for me. Recent example of bad implementation, though, that made some news. Companies were rewarding setting up leaderboards or made job reviews dependent on things like number of AI tokens used. Woof. Yeah, I don't like that. Do not care for that. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and save at the hotel, and then we'll go check out see if we can't get through the railroad. Oh yeah, Nintendo about to get his next level up. They could pad the use of tokens with nonsense. Ended up hurting the company due to the cost. Well, that's pretty silly. Man, I like that. Should be in control of your own reward systems. I can dig. Don't hit Lloyd. Frick. He hit Lloyd. Yeah, I think, as far as Nintendo goes, there's plenty of games that have something like that built into the game itself. And I've mentioned that, and people have said, well then, but we don't get to easily compare trophies like that anyway. I've never had an actual experience of positively comparing trophies with anybody. Usually all the comparisons I've ever had with people in regards to trophies, they've been like, you didn't get that? What a noob. And that's not anything that I particularly enjoy or feel like I'm missing out on. Okay, come on now. Let's get rid of this barbot here. There we go. There's also the element that like trophies just kind of masks the company's own research, you know? Like they just want to know how far people got into a thing. Rocks that block the train tracks, oh no. So can we use this bottle rocket? No, can't be used here. Okay, so I actually don't know what to do next then. Easily compare. Oh, so that was in reference to PlayStation trophies. When somebody told me that about easily comparing. What's up, Sarge Smash? How you doing? It's going pretty good. I'm trying to figure out what the next thing is. So, gotta figure that out. Oh, little pop-up. It's funny because, I mean, a lot of people would be like, my immersion is the most important thing ever. And it's like, so you like when a little pop-up window tells you that you pushed a button at the right time? I don't get how that doesn't break your immersion. Let me catch up here. Mostly just hear people getting this. It's not a grasshopper, I guess it's a catadid. Oh, okay. EBBR SNES says, I remember during my PlayStation 3 days, I would compare trophies with friends just to see what games they played. See, that's cool. That sounds like that would be a lot of fun. I wish I'd had that experience, yeah. I've been mostly trophy shamed, and I'm still traumatized by it. Favorite PS3 game? So PS3 probably my least favorite of the PlayStations. I don't know, that or PS5. But I inherited a lot of PS3 stuff from friends. Probably gonna be you know what, I gotta watch it here because these things can get crazy. What do I have? It might be Arkham Knight or Arkham Asylum. What do I have? I like Metal Gear Solid 4. It's not my favorite though. Oh, there's that super good Shadow of the Colossus Ico collection. I think that was on PS3. Little Big Planet. My kids love Little Big Planet. I think it's great. I do. Alright, I hate these cars. Wait, I can't get past the cars. Oh, yeah. And actually, I got a question too, EBBR SNES. What does the friendship ring do, if anything? Does it do anything? Allow Lloyd to assemble them into 3 bottle rockets. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta get out of here or something. Nintendo, you gotta... No! We're gonna get thrashed here. That's alright. We're not carrying that much money. Oh, we got away. Look at that. Let's go to get what's-his-face revived. Yeah, hotel, then hospital. Friendship ring is a joke item from Mother 1, previously exclusive to the Japanese version. Oh, okay. So it's correct that it doesn't do anything. It's just there as a gag. That's it. Let's see. Yeah, getting or completing the Star Road in Mario World changes the sprites. I think that's really cool. You know what? Let's go bring him back to life first. Pretty much doesn't do anything. Okay, cool. We got some corroboration. Awesome. Good to know. I don't think I have any particular further question about this game. I'm trying to remember. Whoops. If I do. This has been highly playable. Oh! Yeah, look at that. Let's do one more. Alright. Okay, I think... excuse me. My goodness. I think that's it for me today. I usually at the 3 o'clock hour. I draw my mark. 2 hours takes it out of me to do a stream. But hey, today was a lot of fun. Really lively. Great enjoyment was had. Infamous 1 is very rough and unpolished. Was interested in modding it. Oh, cool. Took a break from modding games, working on that. This hack destroyed your back? Oh, I bet. That's a lot of sitting time, huh? Also, my first book did that to me. Japanese release had a confusing logic attached to the friendship ring that would change the Magicant warp point. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Hey, no worries, Sarge Smash. Great to see you. Pop in. I know Dan said he had... Dan Dang Done It had somebody that he would recommend for a raid. I can't recall who it was. I don't know if Dan is still around. What I could do is I could scroll up a little bit and see if I could find... Oh, it's Brutal Moose. There you go. Thanks very much, Cinco. I think you're right. Yeah, I think it was. What was the game from yesterday? Well, you know what? Mr. Temper didn't show up today, so I don't know. We still didn't guess what it was. Brutal Moose. Let's see if they're on right now. They are on. Phone's ringing. Somebody get the phone. The game from yesterday was Barbie Horse Adventures. Oh my gosh, this guy is actually playing. Well, I don't know a guy or not. They're playing Barbie Horse Trails. So Dan, I don't know if you're gonna be around or not, but this one's for you, Dan.